Welcome back, everybody. Today I've got some really concerning news. It's about all of these signs popping up everywhere. We're talking about the warning of nuclear radiation. You can't even go to some malls without seeing huge billboards that say, do you know what to do when we're under nuclear attack? Warning signs popping up left and right. So don't worry, this isn't a doom and gloom video. It's just a video telling you about what's going on out there right now. Just the facts about what is actually in motion right now. Important information you should know coming right up. Welcome back to All the Subs. If you're brand new here and like information updates that affect you, prepping tips, emergency preparedness tips, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. So as you can see, I rode up here on the mountainside with my self-sufficient transportation. It's to give you guys some really concerning information. I mean, what is going on? Check this sign out. They're putting huge signs on the sides of buses. This one reads, September is National Preparedness Month, which is kind of some hogwash because they've been putting out stuff all year long. Now check this sign out. If you're in New Jersey, you're going to be seeing these pop up everywhere. This sign reads, September is National Preparedness Month. Now I always thought that September was National Preparedness Month due to harvest. Like you're supposed to harvest all your goods, prep them up, pressure can them, get them and get prepped up for the winter. But apparently in this circumstance, it seems like they're using it as nuclear warning, like nuclear preparations. That just seems crazy to me. That doesn't sound right. Let me know if I'm off track on that. Thinking that preparation month was getting prepared for the winter, not prepared for nuclear war. But with that, I think they're just looking for excuses to put out more and more signs to make people aware. Because look, it goes all the way back to January of this year with Radon Awareness Week. But anyway, these signs are reading, do you know what to do in a radiation emergency? Pretty basic for everyone. Get inside, and stay tuned. But the fact of the matter is, you're not going to be able to stay tuned. There ain't going to be any radios working. And hopefully you have a Faraday cage or cover to cover some radios so that you can tune into some broadcasting when you do need to. And then at the bottom of the sign, it says source, emergency.cdc.gov/radiation. Purchased with the funds through the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Now, a lot of people say that the government just can't come out and give everybody a warning, like get ready for radiation poisoning, because that shock will have everyone draining their bank accounts, emptying the stores of all the goods. Some are saying these are baby steps, a way to softly introduce the idea. Doing that will give a small percentage of people the basic idea of what to do, and then they kind of hope that those people train the people that are complacent and blind to what's going on. You know, all those people that are ignoring all the signs, pretending everything's fine and dandy, when it's not. There's a lot going on right now. So it's no joke, these signs and radiation warnings and instructions are showing up everywhere. This is one from Menlo Park Mall in Edison. So it's getting to the point where now you're walking through the mall, shopping for stuff, passing by radiation, nuclear warning signs, how to, what to do, instead of jewelry ads. Does anyone else find this strange? And this one right here from Paramus Park Mall. You know, I'm used to seeing like instructions on how to navigate the wall, jewelry ads, sales, but no, it's radiation warnings now. Thing is it doesn't stop there. They're on huge billboards in front of buildings. They're on billboards along highways. We're talking about signs on the sides of buses, in the back of buses, in the buses, in subways. I mean, don't you all find it odd, the influx of radiation warnings everywhere and what to do in case of nuclear fallout? So we know that the government is prepping. They're stocking up all the radiation medicine. I've already put out some videos on that. They're prepping up their bunkers. Europe is doing the same kind of stuff. And now when you're in the subway or getting off the bus, you're going to see simple, basic signs. When you used to look at signs in the same way, trash in the hand throwing the trash into the garbage can. Well, now it's what to do if you have radiation poisoning due to nuclear fallout or something. I personally find that kind of crazy. So how do you perceive this? Some people say it's scare tactics from the government. What do you think? Some are saying that NATO will jump in where they don't belong and buttons will be pushed. Is that a possibility? Other people have left comments that they think it's an orchestrated chess game at a world scale. one world order type stuff, maybe in connection of control involving the whole world. Now, I can understand them spending tons of money on signage in the middle of a recession. That sounds like something that'd be right up their alley. But the message they're trying to deliver seems pretty extreme. I'm also reading about comments about medical training out of the ordinary by FEMA. And the reports are saying that these particular meetings are extra meetings becoming mandatory. Now, I'm an EMT and I know about basic nuclear training and all this, but what these folks are saying is this is brand new, an elevated radiation training that is becoming mandatory all of a sudden, which seems kind of odd, but at the same time fitting with everything that's going on. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for training. Knowledge is power. Never stop learning. It appears for whatever reason, aside from the obvious, that the idea of a nuclear threat is becoming more real and more ominous than ever. So with that, facts. What do we know? Signs are popping up everywhere. There's commercials now on what to do on television. We've got Putin giving stark warnings against NATO. We know that the banking system is currently falling apart. We know that certain food shortages are imminent. We know that the food industry is under some kind of attack. And we all know that we have supply chain issues, major inflation, and we're in a recession. We also know that most people will turn a blind eye. But what's the reason for that? It's simply because it's uncomfortable to think about. It is a surreal idea to even fathom, right? But given everything that's going on, these are the warning signs. Most of us hope that nothing will happen, and a very small percentage of us will be somewhat prepared. A lot of people watching this are going to be wondering, what do I do? Well, here's what I'm going to do for you. First of all, I'm going to leave some resources down in the description below, including a special link with a discount of a medical kit from Jace Case. Highly recommended emergency meds you can shockingly order. I will also leave a video I did on a nuclear attack. It gives you information on ThyroSafe and other important info on what you need to do in that event. I'll also leave a link to a 30-page printable information on what you should do, which I highly recommend printing out and having filed away. And also, Canadian Prepper has some great videos out there on how to be prepared for nuclear fallout. I'll also be sending out some really helpful stuff to our members. If you're interested in supporting us on our reaching and teaching and would like some extra perks, check that out. We don't know what's going to happen. We hope and pray nothing, but we recommend being as prepared as possible. Prepare for the worst, hope for the best. With that, guys, stay on your toes, head on a swivel, keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.